Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Behtlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time hanging out with us tonight, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the podcast. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another episode. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. Let's take a few quick comments, then we'll bring our friends on, and we will get this party started. BCJ Vids is in the house saying hello with a wave and a smile. Ben Thomas is looking and sounding good in Carter, New York. Also, I'm collaborating with Ben Thomas on a mini bike podcast that'll be starting. Is it June 9th? Let me look at my calendar. June 9th, 8 p.m. June 9th. So if you like mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you have that to look forward to. It'll be right here as well as some other places. Stacy and Art Fosler, regular viewers, they're saying, hey guys, sounds good from Platkill, New York. Thank you so much for being on. We appreciate that. Our good friend David at Alaska Railroad says, good evening, Mike and members, looking great on his end. Cool deal. Our good friend Kevin Culhane says, loud and clear in Sudbury, Ontario. We've got to get you on real soon, Kevin, to look at that Corvette. I think you had a Mopar too. Looking forward to that. Also, Ben Thomas with some clarification, June 9th for the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers podcast. So they get that to look forward to. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So without further ado, let's bring our friends on, get the party started. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Very good.
Yep, not bad at all. Not bad.
Good, good. Cool deal. Well, let's get right into it. We're on item number 1 here. Last live episode we looked at a video clip from our friend Scott at Flippin Customized. This is from the Muscle Car Mania car event in Oxford, Maine, put on a few years ago. And this is by the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. These guys do amazing events. So let me cue up that video clip, and we'll take a look at that. Hopefully it didn't take too long to load here. The first clip, for some reason, always takes a moment to load, and it's being true to form tonight. I think it just has to kind of...
hey, Rob, just in case you're listening, this is for you. Na, 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 na.
Yes.
Na, 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 na. I better stop before we get a copyright.
They ran last week. They're doing it again today. The bunch of vehicles over there for that. And then around 4 o'clock, we'll be doing a partial award ceremony. We got a 50-50 up here that we'll also be doing at the award ceremony. And also, we've got a fundraiser for adopted Pontiac experience. So come down, check out the venue booths. Adopted our specific shirt for this event. He's got hoodies. He's got t-shirts with the show logo on it. Right next to the show at the booth. And also, deals and foods t-shirts from older shows as well. So if you're looking for a shirt from an older show this year, Maine-based Flippin Customize is a big supporter of our club and runs a lot of our YouTube channel. Promotes us on his YouTube channel as well. So we're hoping that we'll have a lot of success today, and we grow and grow this show every year. We'll bring back the good old days.
So yeah, thank you so much to Scott at Flippin Customize for that great footage. Also, thank you to the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. Those are the guys who host that event. Scott, by the way, is the official videographer and caretaker of their YouTube channel. So shout out to all of those guys. Reactions, Michael?
Yeah, great variety of vehicles. Pretty well almost everything was represented that I could see. I don't have no particular thing that really stuck out. You know, there's so many. I could sit here for hours talk about each one, but I know we're limited on time, so I'm just going to say it was a great variety, great amount of different colors. That's about it.
Sure. And I'm going to set Virgil up for a comment. I know he's going to like this Ford right here.
Oh yeah, that was number one on my notes list there. You know, oh, so pretty. So this is what I had started off with: the Gran Torino, of course, the Fox Body Mustangs.
Yeah.
There was that red Ford truck with the looked all patinaed with the
Yeah.
That truck right there.
Yeah.
With a nice chrome engine in there. There was also a blue on blue convertible Chevelle. That one was very nice. Yeah, that one right there. Oh man, like 66 or 67. That one there is. And then also too, there was also too a Mustang with that new 5-liter Coyote. But that Gran Torino, we almost could have stopped the video. And then another thing I noticed inside the what is that there, the swap meet there, when you first started off, they had those Chevy Rallies, the slotted ones. Yeah, they had some in there with the nice that were staggered. It's like, oh, that would be nice on with some or even with that staggered look, that would be good on some Kragers.
Yes, absolutely. Now this Nova here, I managed to catch this guy for an interview a few years ago. I'll have to dig that out of the vaults and take a look at that. It's an amazing resto mod.
Yeah, it looks nice. Nice two-tone on there.
Yes. Well, cool. And before we go any further, I forgot to mention earlier our good friend Rob, and he's also our co-host. Unfortunately, he's under the weather tonight and can't make it. So we wish him well. Hope he feels better next week. But he said he's going to be watching, and we're hoping he's going to light up the comment section with some comments on these video clips. So, Rob, that's your cue. It's a great way to still participate in this. And let's see here, get situated. So we're on item number 2, announcements. I've got an announcement. I've been in touch with the people at Krager Wheels. We've got some really interesting conversations going, and we don't have an exact date yet, but we're going to have them on for a full evening, a full podcast evening with a Krager theme. I've got some people who have been sending me images and video clips. We're going to be looking at that. We're also going to talk with our friends at Krager to find out about the history and the backstory of that company and that whole iconic cultural experience from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Also, we're going to take a look at their current model lineup. They still make that, I think they call it the SS, that you see there on the screen, and they've got a few other models as well. So we'll be taking a look at all of that. Like I said, date to be determined, but sometime in the very near future, hopefully within the next few weeks. We're going to talk tomorrow and try to pin down a lot of the details. Any comments on this Krager thing before we move forward?
It's crazy how that SS rim is can go from the 60s, well, actually can go from the 70s all the way to 2024 and still be relevant,
Absolutely. And you see a lot of 57 Chevys with those things.
Yes.
They look great on a lot of different kind of cars.
Yeah, mine would be a Chevelle. Picture those on the Chevelle. Nice Chevelle there.
Yeah.
The nice thing about these is that, you got a classic car. If you want to keep it classic, okay. But if you want to make it a little bit more classy, you go after these. And my God, now you got a solid rim. It's not a hubcap, So, I'd rather have a solid rim than a hubcap. Back in the day, you lose hubcaps. Then you try to go out and buy another set that's exactly the ones that you have because you love them. You can't find them.
Yeah.
That's why rims like this, you can't go wrong. The only time you can go wrong with the rim is if you hit a major pothole and you bend the rim. Besides that, that's the only time you can go wrong with it.
For sure. And I want to encourage people to show us your Kragers. So if you have images or video clips or feel like taking images or video clips of your muscle car, past or present, with a set of Kragers, we would love to see them and make it part of that Krager-themed episode that's coming up here in the not-too-distant future. We're going to take a quick comment, and we're going to continue with the podcast. Ben Thomas says, true, Virgil, that the Krager SS is an absolutely timeless icon. I can't think of a wheel that's more timeless or iconic than those Kragers, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There are other similar looks, but nothing associated with a particular brand like that. But go ahead, Virgil.
And then to go from now to those, not that I like them or anything, but they make those in like 20s and 20, you can go up into those 20s with that rim there.
Yes.
I don't know if Krager does it, but like I say, not for me. But
wow. I like this comment from Alaska Railroad.
David from Alaska Railroad said he's going to send some images of his Monte Carlo and his father's Monte Carlo with some Kragers. And if you're feeling ambitious, David, maybe take a quick video. All we ask is you hold the camera horizontal like this for a wide shot, just so it fits this format. But we would really appreciate that, and we would love to see those Monte Carlos with some Kragers. That would be amazing.
Oh, yes.
Cool deal. So we are on item number 3. We're going to take a look at a 73 Plymouth Roadrunner. Now, this car is for sale by our friends over at MGM Classic Cars, and I think we kind of wet our whistles a little bit. That last video clip, there was a Plymouth in there, and this is going to be even nicer than that. Let's take a look.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Jenkins here from MGMClassicCars.com, Addison, Illinois. And today I'm bringing you this 1974 Plymouth Roadrunner 512 stroker motor in it. This thing is a beast. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Mopar performance, valve covers. It's got aluminum heads, headers, 4-barrel intake, MSD ignition, everything you'd ever need for a bad hot rod like this. Aluminum radiator to keep the cooling. Man, this car is just awesome. Red with a black stripe. American Racing torque thrust wheels. You got some aftermarket seats in here, bucket seats. B&M shifter on the floor. Shaved door handles. Give it more of a sleek look. Originally was an AC car. It is no more. Paint shines great. All the body gaps are great. The glass. You come to the interior. It's pretty simple and good shape. You got your aftermarket bucket seats. Stewart Warner gauges. I love the look of those. Mile per hour, RPM, volts, fuel, and then you got some down here. Here's your switch. You turn that on when you turn the car on. Then you turn this switch on first, you crank it. When you turn the car off, you turn that switch off. There's your B&M shifter. Pretty radical street cruiser. That's what I would call this thing. As you can hear, when I had it started, it sounds great. I mean, look at the engine here. It's far from stock, but it's still drivable. You can still drive this thing everywhere. 400, but then they put 512 stroker right there. Grab the keys. Here's your shaved door handles. You got the remote. Doors close nicely. Just a really well-built car. Whoever did this car, they did a great job. You got all your Roadrunner badging. Gonna open the trunk and see which key today. Second key. The trunk, pretty simple. It's carpeted, but under the carpet it's in great shape. Pretty simple here. You can see your quarter panels and everything. The trunk closes nicely. Closes nice. Lines up great. You got your dual exhaust. I mean, this car is just awesome. It's really, really cool. This car is located at our warehouse in Addison, Illinois. We have around 250 cars. This is just one of our warehouses. And we have a lot of stuff. If you're interested in this 1974 Roadrunner, you can visit the website, mgmclassiccars.com, or you can call 847-848-8255. 1850. Again, that's 847-848-1850. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., all by appointment only. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and just keep checking the website and the YouTube because we get new cars in almost every day. My name is Mr. Jenkins, and it's been a pleasure. I hope everyone has a great day, and I hope to see you at mgmclassiccars.com checking out this 1974 Roadrunner, or I hope to see you stop by and check it out yourself here at our warehouse, because this thing would look great in your garage. Bye-bye, everyone, and have a great day.
So yeah, thank you so much to our friends at MGM Classic Cars for a look at that amazing Roadrunner. Reactions, I think it's Virgil's turn.
Oh yeah, no, that's an amazing car. And just to hear it start it up, and once he went to the back, you can tell that wasn't a 318, you know?
Yes.
It wasn't a 318 or even it wasn't even that 440, you know? That just sounds so much of a beast. Only thing I want to do is change that black stripe to a white one, you know?
Yes, get a little Starsky and Hutch going for it.
Yeah. But I don't know if they'd be doing them justice or you know, doing some harm to them, you know?
Sure.
That Ford LTD is still iconic, you know?
Yes. It looks nice from every angle too, doesn't it?
Yeah, new gauges. And I was saying about those rims there. It's almost like a Krager style rim.
Yes. In fact, that would look great with a set of Kragers on it too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let me see there we go. Yeah, that would look every bit as nice, if not nicer, with a set of Kragers on there.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. And Michael?
Yeah, I mean, when I seen the color, I'm like, whoa. But then I can just see somebody buying this and like, oh, wow, it's got power. Oh, wow, it's got more power than I thought. And I could see somebody burning rubber big time and leaving a trail behind.
Yes, and getting in over their head.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Especially with that shifter.
Yeah, that would be me getting in trouble, leaving out of there.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Virgil. You want to do that, wouldn't you?
Oh,
You're
yes.
a nice guy, aren't you?
I would have to leave some marks after leaving there.
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't me. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
Like my hand slipped.
Yes.
Being that I would need hand controls, you know, my hand slipped. Click, click.
Yes. You could blame it on that. Absolutely. You've got a plausible deniability right there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, cool. So let's see. We are on item number 4. Now, this one is an oldie but a goodie. This is my good friend Rick Berry. I see him at a lot of car shows, and this is where we first met in 2021 at a car show in Behtlehem, New Hampshire. I'm going to let this speak for itself because no explanation I give or description of this is going to do it justice, but just brace yourself for a really sharp-looking car. Hey, how are you? Good. Good, beautiful car. What is it, 79, 80?
79.
79, wow. That is really something.
The original owner.
Really?
Yep.
So you've had it all these years?
42 years.
That's amazing. Dare I ask how old you were when you bought it?
18.
18, wow. Those were the days. Those were the days. Now, I'm filming for Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking up any memories you have about it, or?
Well, there's a lot of memories of this guy.
Yeah.
Too many.
Good and bad.
I bet.
Bad memories. Well, I don't know.
It's going to Utica, New York from
No,
Massachusetts.
it's gone. The Street Machine Nationals out in Syracuse.
Nice.
82. Oh, wait, I got dash blacks from her.
Now, did you guys go on your first date in this?
No.
No.
I was only 18 years old.
Sure.
She was even probably thought. I don't know. Yeah, she was probably just a baby. I don't know.
Now, did the movie Smokey and the Bandit have anything to do with your admiration for these?
No, I just wanted one.
You just want them? Even without the movie, these are hot-looking cars.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then I was all about getting obviously the Smokey and the Bandit one.
Yeah.
And one day this color went by me on the highway, and I go, the black's out. I have to have the blue.
Yeah.
So because this is the only year they made this blue. Instead of
Oh, excuse me.
One of the original
Oh, wow.
Crazy jackets.
Wow, just like Burt Reynolds. That's cool. So would this be considered like a sapphire blue? What would you call that? Sapphire metallic, maybe?
they call it Nocturne.
Nocturne, yeah.
Yeah, they call it Nocturne blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a sharp shade of blue. I don't know if I've ever seen one in this shade.
Like I said, they only made it that 1 year.
So it's pretty rare, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I belong to a bunch of Pontiac clubs on Facebook, like, you know, Trans Ams and stuff like
Sure.
that. And when I post pictures of it, there's like people from Germany that it's like one of the, I don't know, other than the black, it's like one of the most favorite colors.
Interesting.
Is that at the 455, 455?
No,
400.
they got the Oldsmobile motor in it.
Oh. Is it 455?
400.
400?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have that metallic thing on the dash, like that metallic plate? I don't know what you call that, but
No, yeah, it's all original.
oh, look at that! Wow,
Yep.
very cool. Very cool.
Needs a little bit of love here and there, but you know.
Sure. And the honeycomb wheels. Yeah, that is sharp. It looks good in this light too, doesn't it?
For it, just gotta have it done.
Yeah.
Want it, done by a professional.
Sure. So they'll redo all the seats and the dash and everything.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the headliner, everything.
Wow, they'll freshen it up nice, huh?
Yeah,
It's like a new car inside.
Pretty much, yeah, and that's pretty much the only thing he hasn't done to it. You know, it's
Sure.
got a new paint job, and he actually let the kids do the paint job at the high school in Massachusetts
Oh,
that
wow.
he grew up around for quite a few years. They wanted the muscle car to actually redo and paint, and he let them actually do it, and they did a pretty good job for a bunch of teenagers in high school.
Sure.
So they were very proud of it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's
Look
a matter
at
of a little TLC.
that. Yeah,
Not bad for 41 years old.
that's amazing. Those were the days, weren't they?
They sure were. You know, it was
Yeah.
a Smoky Bandit. And we brought it up to New Hampshire, to our home here, about 2 years ago, and it's not going back to Massachusetts.
Good.
So it's a New Hampshire car now. We just got it finally legally registered in New Hampshire, and he got a special plate on there, RVTA. So
Oh, this.
Rick Berry's TA 79.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he was very, very proud to be able to get a special plate for it.
That's cool.
So, but it's his baby. He loves this car. It's been garaged for a lot of years.
Nice. Member of the family.
Remember, yeah, it's his baby. There's no doubt about it.
Cool.
The baby of the family.
Nice.
So
Well, cool.
we'll be back next Thursday or when the next car show they have.
Good.
So, hopefully over the winter time, that's when we're going to redo the whole
That interior job, yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
We're going to have Young's Hot Rod and Customs in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire do it.
Oh, really? They do interiors. Okay.
They do interior, exterior, so
Good to know.
we're
Yeah.
going to take all the seats out and, make sure there's no rust underneath the carpet.
Yeah.
So.
And they specialize in muscle cars and classic cars.
Cars and hot rods.
Yeah.
It's Young's Custom Street Rods. So he does it all, and he'll have it all winter probably.
Sweet. Good deal.
Cool.
Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Nice meeting you too.
Cool deal. What a car that is.
Yeah.
And whose turn is it for the first reaction to it? Is it Michael's?
I believe so.
Yeah, go ahead,
I-
Michael.
My girlfriend, I know that she's watching this podcast. I'm hoping she chimes in and says something because this is one of her favorite cars. She always loved Trans Ams, and to see that this is the color that she loves. She loves this color blue. If she's watching, she's got to chime in on this. I mean, this is your favorite color, honey. It's just amazing. I mean, this is one of her favorite cars, and it's one of her favorite colors. I mean, you can't go wrong.
No, for sure. And Virgil?
Oh, great color. I like the way that the bird matches the color of the bird matches the rims, matches the exterior. Yeah. It was like he's just missing T-tops.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Perfect car though. That blue. Oh,
Yes. And I have to give credit to Mother Nature too, because just the way the light was shining on that, pardon me, it was dusk or just before dusk, so it was just beautiful light. The sun was so low in the sky to really bring out that beautiful color.
Yeah, that blue is that blue. The way it just, the way the contours of the body, the way it, like you say, the light was perfect.
Yeah, what a car. And yeah, I see him at quite a few shows. He's a great guy. We have a nice visit every time we run into each other, and he always brings that to the shows, and he's very proud of it, and rightfully so.
I would be too.
Yes. Well, cool.
And
Let's
painted
go ahead.
painted by high school students. Pretty cool.
I know.
Yeah, that is a great idea. Great idea for a project for sure.
Yeah.
So let's see. We're on item number 5. Our good friend John at Autobuy Magazine. I managed to catch up with him for an interview a few days ago. He had some updates on things that are both on the magazine and the website at autobuy.com. So let's take a look at that. All right. Well, it's time for another visit with our good friend John over at Autobuy Magazine. How you doing today, John?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Can't complain. Well, cool. So you've been on the website lately, and you have some things to show us.
Well, yeah. All of our podcasts, we've had a theme, if you will, to several of them. And so I'm trying to come up with something different to talk about this time. I said, you know what? While we're here promoting the magazine, what we really need to talk about is the fact that there's a lot of vehicles on our website all the time that aren't currently in the magazine. So if you're just going to the magazine, whether you actually get the copy of it in your hands, or whether you go to the website and view it there, there's always a free copy that you can see there. You're missing just going to our website, where way more is available than what's in the print. Okay. So, and to start with, and I'll explain how this all happens, but pull up that first one, that 84 silver Silverado there. This is a truck that belongs to JJ Rods. Now, what this is if dealers have more inventory than what's in a print ad, they can put all of their cars online with us, and that's what this one is. This hasn't been in their print ad yet. It might have been in their print ad at one point. There's some more information on it. JJ Rods in Ohio, they got some really nice stuff. They just sold a vehicle. They just sold a truck for $270,000. They got some really upper line stuff there.
Yeah, excellent.
More than I can afford. So anyway,
same here.
Another one that had more vehicles than they can get in their print ad here is Vintage Corvettes down in Georgia. And this one here, beautiful car, 61 Corvette, Honduras Maroon, 230 horsepower. I don't know where he finds all these really cool old C1 and C2 Corvettes, but geez, who wouldn't want to have that? And you can go to autobuy.com and you can see this one, which isn't in his print ad at this time.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you want to play Magnum PI, which if you even know what that is, that dates you. Here's in celebrity cars inventory out in Las Vegas. They have this 04 Ferrari 360 convertible, which last month wasn't in their ad. Again, they got more cars than what they can put in their ads. So wouldn't that be a fun car to go cruising in?
Yeah, that would get some looks and lots of thumbs up.
Yeah, there you go. And then here's one just in the middle of Iowa, over by Gutenberg, Iowa. That's on the east coast there of Iowa. Dave Brown Classic Rides. Again, more inventory than what they can get in the print ad. So the last month, this one wasn't in the print ad. So you can go online and you can check it out there.
Wonderful. And here are the details on it.
Yeah, there's the details on that. And then the same thing here with this Pontiac GTO. I love this car. It's got the 400 V8. This is from past and present motor cars down in Florida. Beautiful car. Again, they've got like 100 cars in inventory, so they always got stuff that they, unless they go to 2 or 3 pages in the magazine, kind of wish they would. Then they just don't get them all in the magazine. But again, available online.
Nice.
Yep. And then a couple more that I just want to talk about, more about their situation than the actual vehicles. Now, this one here was so far all the cars that we talked about were all from dealers that just have more inventory. Well, we get a lot of private individuals advertising with us. And this is one that was in our April and May covers, and it didn't sell yet. So it's still online. So sometimes if you see a vehicle in the magazine and you're thinking, God, that would be so cool to have, and then you kind of hesitate to call them, and then the next month you see it's not there, you can always go to our website and see if by chance it's still available, and still call the guy. So there's that one. And then this one, this another C1 Corvette here, this 62 Corvette. We just got this listing the other day, just within, I think it was this week. And this one will be out in our July cover. That's our next publication coming out in June. But this one's, you can go to the website, you can see all the details there for almost a month before you can see it in the magazine. So if you're really looking for something, you can just keep checking our website and see what you can find, which isn't in the magazine.
Nice. So that can give you a real head start then to jump on the website on a regular basis.
Yeah. And then we also have, with subscriptions, third-class subscriptions and first-class subscriptions, which the first-class ones get to you a little bit quicker. But again, it gives you a little bit of an advantage over some other guys, but you can always go to the website. They're all there.
Nice.
There you go.
I put a graphic on the screen here for that web address. And yeah, really appreciate it, John.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank
Have a
you so
great
much
Memorial
for
Day. Go Kyle Larson in the Indy 500. All right.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
go veterans as well.
That's right. Yes, sir.
All righty. Cool deal. Thank you to John at autobuy.com. He always does a great interview and has a lot of good things to say. And I'm trying to think whose turn is it for the first reaction? Is it Virgil's?
Yep.
Go ahead, Virgil.
Virgil, your mic.
Oh, your mic's off. Yep.
Oh, yep. There we go. So yeah, no, I seen that 62 Corvette there. That was nice. But there was a few other things I seen on there, but that 62 Corvette just really caught my eye. Even that GTO.
Yes. In fact, I'm trying to find that other vet too, right there.
No, that last one. That last.
Oh, the
red,
last one. Okay.
what it was. And I was saying, even when you said about that Magnum PI there, it's like now thinking about Magnum PI as he should have that new Corvette.
Yes. Totally. You get that Magnum PI theme song going in your head.
Yes.
I'm only missing 2 seasons of that show.
Wow, that was a great show for sure.
You
And
mean,
go ahead. Did you have any more on that, Virgil?
No, I was going to say, ask him which Magnum PI are you watching, the new show or the old one?
The old one.
Okay.
Cool deal. And reactions to this, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I can't get over, the assortment, but like all magazines or ads that show these vehicles come from all over the place, and it's just amazing. Some of the stuff that is available. Unfortunately, some of it's not available in your local area. Sometimes you have to ship away a good distance to get it, but still, if you want something really, really unique and really nice, you have to go looking around, and you got to do price shopping and price comparison, and then if you decide that you want to get it, I have a friend that basically didn't even drive. He took a plane all the way out to one place in South Carolina, and then he really liked the car, and there was a lot of photos, the engine underneath and everything, and he went out and he literally drove the GTA home. And yeah,
Nice. Fly out, drive home.
It wasn't just a Trans Am; it was the high end one.
Yeah.
And I had the T-tops, and he wanted to have a red car, and he got the red car with the T-tops, and he got spare parts with it. But if you really want a car and you really die hard and you really have a heart set on something, sometimes you have to travel to go out and look at it and then drive it home.
Yeah, sometimes that's what it takes. And we've got comments coming in here. We've got Marie. I'm going to mispronounce this, I'm sure. Squawila.
She's got her name. She's got her name spelled wrong in the back, but that's my girlfriend.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. Well, nice to meet you, Marie. Cool deal. I'm glad she's watching tonight, and I hope she liked that Trans Am that we were talking about. Cool deal. Cool deal. So let's keep going. We're on item number 6. Now, Michael shares images with us, and there's usually a theme going on. Tonight, the theme is Thunderbirds. So we're going to take a look at this. But before we do, Michael, if you would, just give a quick 30-second plug for your Facebook group that you do, New England Classic Cars.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been doing that many car shows lately, and the heat is probably going to get to me, so I won't get to do that many this year. But I look forward to going out and getting a lot more photos and add to the collection and find new cars that I don't have photos of. With the Thunderbirds, there is a big gap. I would love to get the ones that are going back in the 80s and the 70s, and it's not a lot of them around. So, I like to close that gap. That's one wish I have for the Thunderbird collection. But, I mean, I got quite a little bit of variety there. Every single year I have is what I presented. And, you got convertibles and you got this and that. So you got a little of everything in different colors mixed in.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, let's take a look at that. And after we're done with the podcast tonight, be sure and check the link in the description for Michael's his Facebook group, New England Classic Cars. Let's take a look at this video. Yeah. So thank you to Michael for these images. This was wonderful. A lot of great T-birds there. Reactions to that, Virgil?
Yeah, that one right there. My cousin had one of those. I was passed down from his dad. Oh man, that was a nice. That's a 4-door one with the. I think it had suicide doors.
Yep.
Wow.
The one you're seeing right now looks like exactly the
So
one.
yeah, my cousin. Yeah, like I say, he got passed one of those down from his dad, and yeah, we had a lot of fun in that car. I like the back tail light because it was just all one piece. It looked like all one piece back there.
Oh, is that it right right there? No, that's not it.
That
Right.
one there.
Yep. You just had it. There
Right
you
there.
go.
Right there, yeah. It almost
Yeah.
looks like, it looks like that old T-Bird, but they just, went on and made it all the way across there. And then I always forget if the T-Birds had those, like the Cougar lights where it went boop, 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 boop,
Oh, yes.
The
The turn
sequential.
signal. Yes. That is cool. And quick comment on that, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy getting these cars all the time. And, it's just weird how they go from a very small car to a very long car, then back to a small car.
Yes. It's true. The Thunderbird over the years has had a lot of different variations on the body, but just about every one I thought was beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always pulled it off very nicely, I thought.
And as I was saying, it's the 80s that's the one I'm trying to get. And I don't get very many of that model,
Sure.
for the 80s. And, because when I was growing up, I had a couple of friends that had a couple, and now we don't even see them. I'm like, man, I should have taken pictures back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. That 80s, 90s T-Bird.
Yep.
That had a nice stance.
And and then the Cougar just had that one where it just went boop. And it just dropped off in the back there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great looking car. Well, cool. Now the next item is not on our menu, and that's because it came in just kind of last minute. If you remember last summer, our good friend Elaine, let me pop this image. Elaine and Paul are good friends of mine. Now Elaine is our roving reporter. She goes to the Bentley's cruise night in Arundel, Maine, just about every time they do it, which is most Tuesday nights. And they just started up their cruise night season last night. Now, it was raining, but it didn't stop people from showing up, and it certainly didn't stop people from having a good time. So she sent me some images. I threw them together into a quick montage. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, thank you so much to our roving reporter Elaine for those amazing images. That was really fun to see. We are running short on time, but Michael, quick reaction to that?
Yeah, there's two things that stood out at me. One was the customized black truck. I believe it was a truck. There was a lot of major customization done. Oh, right there.
That
Just
Japanese.
past it. They're right
Yeah.
there. Yep. I
Yes.
like. Wow, that's a lot of customization.
Yeah.
And
Old
then
school.
the good humor truck was another one that caught my eye.
Yes. Oh, I just went by it. Right there.
Oh yeah.
That Nissan, by the way, belongs to Derek Robita, who's a frequent
Oh.
contributor to this
Yep.
podcast. There's a picture of him. Let me find it as a group picture. Oh, right there. He's the guy with the thumbs up.
Yep.
Derek Robita. He contributes a lot of videos to this podcast. But Virgil?
Yeah. Any truck caught my eye. And what else was that in there? Yikes. Of course, the Corvette. There was something else in there that caught my eye, but there was like that. I think it was the 56 Chevy truck there, 56, 57 truck. The first one, it was like a darker blue in the beginning. It's just there ends up being so much stuff in here, right there.
Oh, I think I know the one you mean. Right there?
No, not that one. It ends
Right
up
there.
nope before that one.
The one in the line there?
Nope.
Oh, right there.
There we go, right there.
Yeah.
I always love that
Yeah.
box down. I think it's 56 or 57 there.
And I think that might be sporting a set of Kragers if my eyes are.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And I think I saw another one with some Kragers on it too. That might have had, if I can pause on it. No, I don't know if those are Kragers. But I thought I saw another one with some Kragers. But another thing I wanted to note is hanging from the ceiling, it looks like there's all kinds of bras and ladies' intimate wear. And I'm sure there's a story behind it as to why that is. But yeah, very interesting.
Yes. How do we get that story? What is it?
Yeah, one of these days we're going to have to find that out.
You know what? And they'll probably tell us, but it will have to be a private conversation.
Yes, exactly. It might not be suitable for sharing. But let's see. We're on item number 7. Close to where I work in Newport, Vermont, is Hayes Ford. And I was happened to be walking by there real early one morning, and they had a brand new 2024 Mustang. Looks like it was a GT. Sorry, I'm getting the right screen up here. Let's take a quick look at that. It's just a quick video I took just to have a quick look and walk around of it. Well, good morning, friends. We're here at Hayes Ford about 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning. And we're just checking out some of their new inventory here. Really nice looking 5-liter Mustang. Very, very nice. We're going to walk around the other side here in a minute and see what they're looking to get for it, too. But I gotta say, the lines on this car are really sharp. It's kind of a cool slate gray / blue. Very cool color. I've not seen many cars in this color. Let's see what they're looking to get for this thing. MSRP $62,850. I was expecting a little worse than that, but it's not cheap, but it's not insane either. For, you know, today's circumstance, with everything so expensive today.
That's such a pretty thing.
Yeah, not too shabby. I want to get a front end shot here too. Yeah, well, thank you for viewing. Have a great day. Well, cool. Thank you to Hayes Ford. They don't even know that this happened, but thank you just the same. Quick reactions to this?
Yeah. I'm very surprised that they didn't take the Mustang horse in the front and didn't put that to be silver, just to highlight it.
Yeah, for the contrast. Good point.
You know?
You can barely see it.
And also, I've been told it could be a variations, but a lot of companies are calling this Battleship Gray. That's what I've been told when I see these gray color cars. A lot of them are telling me, "Oh, it's Battleship Gray." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, maybe with a hint of blue. And Virgil?
I say if you all the horses on there are all blacked out. So it's like they blacked out everything that would have been chrome. They blacked it out.
True, the wheels, everything. Yeah, everything's blacked out.
The trim around the windows.
Yes.
That's all black. But another thing that I liked about that there is, man, that 5.0 is back.
Yes.
5-liter Mustang is back. And I got one more quick thing, and look how big those brakes are.
Oh, yes. What does the blue mean? Anyone know what the blue means?
This is probably a performance brake.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't even know. We need Jake.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jake would know. Jake would absolutely know. We'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Oh, and then as far as the bras hanging from the ceiling, vintage mini bike lovers, says if you need a reporter on assignment to get to the bottom of that backstory, he's available. Cool deal. Have to send him up there.
Wouldn't that be getting to the top of the story?
Yes, it would. Absolutely. And then the other thing about that too, I have to add, we talked about this earlier. Vintage mini bike lovers is a new Facebook page that he and I are working on. We're going to be doing that vintage mini bike podcast starting June 9th, 8 p.m. So we're going to air it here as well as a few other places. So if you like mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you're going to enjoy that. Last item, we're going to skip number 9, but we're going to take a look at number 8. It's a 66 El Camino for sale by our friends at B&B Auto Sales. Let's get that queued up here. And yes, here it is.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today we're going to show you our 66 Chevy El Camino. Very nice car. Interior's in great shape. Paint's got a great shine. I'm going to show you a few chips and a scratch here and there just from somebody driving it. All the chrome's good on it. You can see the bumpers. They appear to be new or really good, but like this is what I'm talking about, a chip here and there. And that's just from driving it, you know. And I would, good as this car looks and drives, I would drive it too. So most guys don't show you that stuff. I'm right up front with everything. And there's probably a half a dozen touch-up points here. Like I said, look at that shine on that car. Great shine. So there's another little chip here. Interior, bucket seats, console 4-speed. Power disc brakes. Odometer shows 89.16. You know, it could probably be how many miles are on the restoration. Just I don't know that. That's just a guess. Clock that works in the console, tack. We'll go through. We're of course got air. So I mean, power steering, power brakes, air. Got aluminum radiator, tonneau cover. Just a super nice car. You can see just a little flaw in the paint right there. They did a nice job on the paint. Nice quality paint job. Like I said, got a tonneau cover on it. Just a little right there, little paint prep issue or whatever. There's a little bigger scratch right there, and a little bigger. That's the biggest scratch right there. But besides a few scratches and chips here, this is a super nice car. There's an owner's manual. Like I said, the interior, I'd call it a 10. The doors shut great. I mean, this is just a really, really nice car. Above average. Start up our 66 El Camino. I'll set the parking brake. It works. Like I said, you can see the clock works. I think if you looked at my pictures, you can see the dome light works. There the stereo turns on. There's what I gotta figure out how to get to a station, don't we? There we go. and your fuel gauge. So all of them must work. Here's your wipers. Horn works. Kind of sounds a little sick, but it worked there, so must be original type horn. And then of course has the heater and the here's the fan working with the vintage air type system in it. So, tilt wheel. It's just a really, really nice car. And all the little blinkers here. You can see the blinker on the left side, blinker on the right side. Sounds good. Got a Edelbrock intake on it. Bell cover, vintage bell covers. Edelbrock carb. Vintage air power trim. Like I said, it really runs good. It's 350. Not the original motor. There's your headlights. Let you listen to the exhaust got turned down behind the tires. So everything works, runs and drives great. Any questions? 605-695-7391.
Yeah, thank you so much to B&B Auto Sales. It's a great looking El Camino. And I'm at a loss here. Whose turn is it for first reaction?
I believe I went first for his collage.
Okay, yep. Go ahead, Michael.
I love everything about the El Caminos. I like where the ignition key is. It's not on the wheel. It's not in the lower area. It's way, way up high, right underneath the dashboard.
Yeah.
I mean, different place for it. But something else that I liked about it, when he was showing the back of the car, when you see the name Chevrolet, you see the name Chevrolet, but you also saw a little bit of black underneath each letter. It's like it was like 3D almost.
Like a shadow or something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that.
That was just something that kind of added a little more pizzazz to the name Chevrolet on the back of the car.
Yes. It creates kind of a shadow effect.
Actually, it wasn't. I thought it was in the back, but maybe I was wrong. But I did see it somewhere, I thought. And
right there, maybe? Wow. I'm trying to stop on that. It's difficult to stop right on it, but
yeah, it must have been when the thing moved. It made I thought right there, it was actually, it's actually the camera movement that actually made it look like that. So it actually wasn't a highlight. So it was my eyes that, and the way it was moving.
It was an illusion.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, I love that. It's just the way the thing is laid out. I mean, it's nice and simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Virgil?
Michael, Michael, I think for Chevy and 67, I think that I think the key ignition was always on the dash for like 66 and 67.
Wow.
Where it was up there somewhere. But just a pretty dash for those. Same with the Impalas and Chevelle 67, just beautiful dash.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful car. One that I would.
You know what? It must have been a real hard time replacing that ignition key. We had to replace that. Because my friend, 64 and a half Mustang, he just had to have that done. And they literally had to move the steering wheel over just to be able to get to the key, to get their hands in there and to work in there and to put a new ignition in. I'm like, wow. I don't even want to get to know how much work it has to be to put this one in.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, we've got comments coming in. Ben Thomas says that is a beautiful El Camino, one of my favorite cars growing up. I think it would be a beautiful car to haul vintage mini bikes or snowmobiles to local shows in. Yes. That would be amazing to show up with something like that. Absolutely. Talk about making a statement. Yes. And Ben is the gentleman I'm doing the vintage mini bike podcast with starting on the 9th of June. In fact, Vintage Mini Bike Lovers is the name of the Facebook page we're doing together. Be sure and look for that if you're curious about mini bikes. I think you're going to like what you see. It's going to be a little time warp back in time. The mini bikes we all enjoyed and admired when we were kids.
Yes.
But it's that time. It's time to close the program. But real quick, Michael and Virgil, closing thoughts? before
Just
we wrap
want to
it up?
wish you, Rob, the best of getting well. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, likewise. Get better, Rob.
Yes, feel better, Rob. We were talking to him a little earlier, and his voice is completely shot. He's got a sore throat or something, but hopefully he's back to normal by next week. We're missing him.
Yeah, it's getting rough over here trying to take up your talking time, you know? Get
Totally.
those extra minutes of talking, you know? I almost
That's
feel
right.
like a seat filler. Yeah, I almost feel like a seat filler at the Oscars, you know?
Definitely.
And
Rob,
Virgil,
back.
I want to tell you, Virgil, I love that shirt on you.
Oh, this thing, this old thing.
Yeah.
Say,
That
yeah.
looks good on you.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt. Cool deal. So as always, we give the last word to Amsoil, and the nice thing, if you were missing Rob tonight, you're going to see him right now on this little Amsoil clip that he and I made. Yeah, have a wonderful evening, everybody. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right.
See you later.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the Preferred Customer Program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of this signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL.
Wonderful.
People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.